What is good, y'all? We got our first YouTube video. I'm really close to the camera. Whoa. We got our first YouTube video, which I'm so excited to start this new journey. I feel like this is gonna allow y'all to like get a deeper version of me, see like my life behind the scenes, and just get to know me more. And so I'm so excited for this. I currently just pulled up to have brunch with the girls, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back. I want to do like a little question and answer thing. I did a poll, not a poll, a questions thing on my Instagram, so I'm gonna be answering some of y'all's questions and also just tell y'all a little bit more of my life story so y'all can just get to know me further. And then I'm just gonna vlog my day. It's Sunday. It's a Sunday reset. I'm not gymming today. It's just straight vibes, cleaning the house, all that good stuff. I'm gonna give y'all a little apartment tour because I haven't done that yet. So y'all stay tuned, and I need to get used to this. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to end this. I'm just gonna boop. Oh wait, that wasn't even the camera. Boop. Alright, y'all, I am back from brunch. I'm about to give y'all an apartment tour first because I have not officially given an apartment tour, and then I'm gonna sit down, answer a few questions, just so y'all can get to know like my backstory, what got me into what I'm doing now and all that fun stuff. But first, we're gonna do a little apartment tour because she's cute, and yeah. So, gotta give y'all like the whole entire vibe. The lighting sucks. But, okay, so this is the front door. So you walk in, we got a little key thing. That's where we keep our keys. And then to the left, ooh, I did not clean in here. I'm gonna just keep it real. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Okay, not too bad. Washer and dryer, and then we have like paper towels, things like that up there. You know, some cleaning supplies, whatever. And then you get to here. I freaking love this kitchen. Is it focused? Yeah, it focused. Okay. So we have the kitchen. Here's some light switches. There's that. Cabinet spaces. We have a fridge. It's scary inside of there. All of this. I love the lights. I love it all. This is an amazing first apartment. I'm really, really blessed. And then come over here. There's Zeusy. Hi, Zeustifer. So cute. Hi. We have the famous mirror. No, I'm just kidding. The mirror where I like to take all my pics. A little plant from Target. We have the couch. The couch is from Nebraska Furniture Mart. This shelf my mom actually made, which is freaking amazing. She like cut out to where to put like the mirror and all that. Have some things. This is a Lego flower set that my boyfriend and I made. So cute. Oh yeah, the balcony. No, this is a patio. I don't know, it's kind of messy out here, but I'm gonna show y'all. We put turf from the house. It's here. We're kind of ducked off. And then we have this cat tree, which if you have been following me on Instagram, you know that when we first moved in here, a stray cat came up to our, like right here. And we looked out one day and there was a stray cat just sitting there. We're like, oh my gosh. So we fed her because she was so skinny. And then she was coming up around the same time every single day. We kept feeding her. She kept coming back. And then one day my boyfriend followed her. Turns out she had 5 kittens. And they were the cutest things ever. And so we went out there and we were feeding them. And then one day, like she was still coming back by herself. And then one day she brought all the kittens. No, she brought 3 of the kittens. I don't know what happened to the other 2. I hope someone like took them in. But she brought 3 of the kittens, and they were staying on our patio for probably about a week or 2, and we were feeding them every single day. We got them a little cat tree they would play in, and they would sleep on this chair every single night, and it was so cute. And then I don't know what happened, but one day she stopped coming, and we still see her around the apartment complex, but we don't see the kittens. I don't know if someone took them in or what happened, which makes me very sad. But she hasn't been back in like a month, and it's just so sad. So we still have the cat tree outside. But anyways, his little doggy bed. We have this TV console thing, whatever. We have the TV. Zeus's dog bowls with the little, oh wait, we're behind. I promise he's eaten. There we go. Anyways, we have the bathroom. Okay. Excuse my boyfriend's do-rag. But she's cute. There's this, yeah, we have the shower, the toilets. Anyways, don't need to see all of that. And then we have the bedroom, which we haven't done anything to it really. It's literally just our bed, my nightstand, his nightstand, and then Zeus's other bed that he sleeps in at night. Nothing fancy. I kind of want to get something for over there, but I'm not really focused on the bedroom. I don't know. She's really small, and like it's like we're in a corner lot, so it's like shaped weird. I don't know. But the closet, man, oh man. Oh, it's a mess. I have not cleaned. I didn't clean for y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna be the most aesthetically pleasing thing ever, but that's just me. That's just me as a person. So it's kind of a mess in here, whatever. We have my jeans. I feel so bad. This is my boyfriend section. These are all mine. These, like, we share these. So these are all our sweatshirts and stuff and shirts. We share that. But a lot of the crap's mine. I just can't help it. But those are my shoes. These are just kind of like random like house shoes and like things like that. And then all my workout clothes. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I need to go through my drawers and all. And then more shoes, whatever. That is our closet. It's a little scary in there. Oh yeah, and then we have a study, which I have not yet touched or like done anything to it. Can it focus? It's a mess in here too. So we have a welcome sign, and that's where like, this is my gym bag, that's my boyfriend's, I have my purse, I got a desk. This computer doesn't even work. It's like dinosaur old. Like, she's old. She needs to, I don't even know. Like, you can't even update her. She is so old. There's no point in having her. Need to get rid of her. We have a desk. This chair is the most amazing thing ever. It reclines and it has a footrest. 10 out of 10. And then Zeus's crate and just a bunch of crap. We have a helium tank. I just don't know what to do with that. I just don't know. But yeah, that's my cute little apartment. I'm gonna sit down, answer some questions, get to know me, and yeah. I need water, hold on. So are y'all ready for a story time of my life story? We're gonna start with how I kind of got into fitness. So I played soccer for 11 years, since I was 4 years old until I was 15 after my freshman year of high school. I stopped playing because I knew I didn't want to play in college, and I ended up wanting to graduate school early. I wanted to graduate a full year early, and so I was like, since I don't want to play in college, might as well stop playing now. And I doubled up on my classes, and I ended up graduating in the year of 2020 was my graduation year as a junior. And so I was kind of active my whole entire life, but after I stopped playing soccer my freshman year, I was like, okay, like I want to still like stay in shape. And so that's when I got my first gym membership. When I played soccer, I never took like weightlifting serious. Like, we would go to the weight room my freshman year. Coach would be like, okay, 10 reps, and if no one's looking, I'm only doing 3 or 5. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a fan of it. I just didn't enjoy it. So probably I was like kind of in the gym throughout high school. I would have I would go like 2 months, be consistent. I would go before school, wake up at like 5 a.m., be at the gym by 5:30, work out until about 6:37, and then come home, shower, eat, and then go to school by, I think school started like 8:20 or so. And then I would go to school all day, and then I would come home after school, and I pretty much had a job throughout high school, I would say. So then I would go to work. More of the story, you have time. If you want to get into the gym and you're like, I don't have time, you have to make it a priority. And if you wanted to, you would. Like, simple as that. I always tell people like I don't have time, I'm so busy. Like, I just feel like you don't have the motivation to make time, you know, which is like, I made excuses for myself for the longest, but it just has to get to the point where like you want to do it for yourself, you know. I have ADD, I'm just letting y'all know, so I'm gonna tell y'all probably like 15 stories at once. So just start pinning them. I'll probably not even finish some stories. It's just, anyways, back to the story. What story was I even on? Soccer. That's how I got into fitness. I was kind of like going to the gym, but I would occasionally go and then I would stop. I was going probably my junior/senior year of high school, because it was all like, my first semester was my junior year, my second semester was my senior year because I graduated a full year early. But actually my senior year, like that semester, is when everything shut down for COVID. Yeah, I didn't really have like a senior year, which I hated school personally, I'm not gonna lie. I hated going, it was a drag. Like, I hated school. That is why I graduated early. I did not like it. But that's how I kind of got into the gym. But obviously COVID happened. I stopped working out again, whatever. But I would say I got back into the gym consistently probably around October. No, October is whenever I started to get back into the gym, and I was consistent. I was starting to like see results, like good, and I started to grow then. Like, I used to have really small, like I used to be very small. I've been very small my whole entire life. I have a very fast metabolism, so putting on weight was very, very hard for me. But around that time is when I started to see the scale go up and started putting some weight on. But January of 2021, I got my puppy Zeus, and that set me off because I, one, got back into school, or I need a timeline because my stories are all over the place. After I graduated, I took a semester off, and then the next semester I tried to go to school again. And school, like I said, was not for me, and I don't think it's for everybody. And so 2020 is like the first part of 2020. That's whenever I got into school. I finally got a job. I got a puppy. It all was a lot at the time, and so I stopped going to the gym for about 3 to 4 months. And so I would say about April to May is when I finally got back into the gym again. And ever since then, April/May of 2021 is when I committed to the gym, and I did not look back. Like, that's whenever, like, I obviously, everybody has like their setbacks, but it was nothing like not simply wanting to. It was like getting sick, things like that. So that's when I first officially started my fitness journey. Like, I would say that I've been consistent. And then so I did that the whole year, and about the very end of 2021 I started to record my workouts slightly. I was kind of posting like supersets on TikTok, but nothing crazy. But January of 2022 is when I committed to social media and posting my journey and just putting out content consistently. That's when I committed to it. So all of 2022 I grinded. Like, I knew what I wanted and I worked for it. I posted consistently. I treated it as a full-time job. I was working at LA Fitness at the time. I was front desk. And then 2022 in May is whenever I got my certificate to be a personal trainer, I believe. That may have been 2021. That was 2021 when I got my certificate to be a personal trainer. What year are we in? Y'all. I think it's 2021. That's whenever I got my certificate to be a personal trainer, because that's whenever I started committing to the gym and I knew I loved it. But 2022 is whenever I started posting consistently on social media and just sharing my fitness journey with the world and just trying to help motivate others to do it and just show, like, if I can do it, you can do it too. 2022 is when I started treating social media as a full-time job. I got my first sponsorship with OneSoul, which is a supplement company that I'm with, in January of 2021. Love them, still with them to this day. I want to say about 2 months later, I started working with Able, a clothing brand, and ever since then I've had like little sponsorships come. But I would say my first sponsorship that I worked really hard for and like really loved and repped the brand before I got with them is Anaka, and that's, I signed with them 2023. I think in March, I want to say, is whenever I signed with them, which to this day is just like a dream come true. Like, they were definitely a top brand that I want to work with. But I would say my biggest brand that I've been wanting to work with that I haven't got the chance to yet, because I know it's coming in the future, I see it for myself, I just have to keep working hard, is definitely Gymshark. Gymshark has been a huge brand and like dream of mine. So y'all wait for Code Emerson. But that's definitely a goal down the line. So that's my kind of like content journey. But I just went full-time content creator, being a content creator. That's my full-time job now. And I started that March of 2023. I do have one person that I train. I'm a personal trainer. I had more clients, but I have one person that I'm training. 5 times a week now. But other than that, content creating is my full-time job, which I'm so blessed for, and it's always been a dream of mine. But it really, grinding very hard. 2021 is whenever I decided to get my life together. 2022 is whenever I decided to put the work in for it, and 2023 is definitely the year that it's starting, like it's definitely paying off, which I'm so blessed for. So that's kind of my background with like being a content creator, when I got into the gym, whenever I started being consistent. My age, I didn't tell you, I'm 20. My 21st birthday will be September 11th. I know 9/11. My birthday's actually a year after it all happened. 2022. Oh no, I was born in 2002. 9/11 of 02. I'm from Dallas, Texas area. I say that, but I'm not downtown. I'm not exactly in Dallas. I'm just in like the DFW area. I just moved into this apartment with my boyfriend in March of this year. Background on that. My parents were married, I think 27 years, together 30 years. And when I was 16, they got a divorce. My dad moved out, I think this was end of 2018, I wanna say. My dad moved out, was living with my mom, and then my dad ended up finding someone, I think March of 2019. My mom ended up finding someone. She got remarried that summer. My dad ended up getting remarried March of 2020, I believe. And I want to say end of March, beginning of April, my mom's husband actually ended up passing away. He had cancer, it spread throughout his body. It got really bad, so he passed away like kind of during the pandemic when everything was closed down. This was, I think, beginning of April of 2020. It was just a really bad year. 2020 was definitely a really bad year, but you just have to grow from what you go through, you know? I lived with my dad and stepmom a little bit for a few months, but then whenever my mom's husband passed away, she ended up coming back to the house. I got back into the house. She came back, like totally redid the house that I grew up in. And I think at the end of 2020, about November, December, I ended up meeting my boyfriend, Deshaun. We actually went to high school together, but he graduated a year before me. We met through a mutual friend, Matt. That's actually who I got into the gym with. Like when I first got into the gym in 2020, yes, end of 2020 is when I got into the gym. I got into the gym with Matt. We worked together and we lived in the same neighborhood. And so we were always gymming together, but we never really hung out outside of the gym. And then one day, he was like, let's hang out, like let's have like a game night. I'll bring my friends, you bring your friends. So we did it at my place. And we were playing beer pong, and Deshaun, my boyfriend now, actually became my partner for it. I don't know how that happened, but we ended up being partners, and we were beating everybody. I'm competitive, I like to win. We were beating everybody that night. And so I was like, okay. And so we continued to all just hang out every single day. I don't think really any of us were in school at the time. It was like still pandemic, like everything was just bad. We ended up just hanging out every single day, all of us, every single day. Honestly, kind of got down a wrong path. Like we were drinking a lot, staying up till 2 a.m. Just like, I just fell off. I did, not gonna lie. We continued to be beer pong partners every single time we hung out, and then you could just kind of feel that there was a connection. We ended up hitting it off, and then he took me on a date, or no, I think for Christmas that year, we were like, okay, like we're kind of a thing or whatever. So I ended up getting him like a little Christmas gift. He got me a bracelet with my birthday engraved on it, and then he got me a charm for my anklet. So I was like, okay, so we're kind of something. And then January, he texted me one day and he was like, be ready by 7:30 tonight, like I'm taking you out. He did, dressed up, whatever, got in the car. He had flowers in the car. He took me to Benihana's, we ate, and then whenever we got back, he asked me to be his girlfriend, which, yes, men still do that these days. If he wanted to, he would. I'm just letting y'all know. If a man wanted to, he would. So always remember that. And he did. So we ended up dating January 5th of 2021. So we've been together 2.5 years. And actually, my mom ended up reconnecting with someone, and he lived in Indiana. So also January of 2021, she ended up getting her stuff and she made the move to Indiana. So that was a huge change. So at the time, I was in the house, my brother, sister, and I, and Deshaun. He ended up like, he pretty much came over and then just never went home. Like, he just kind of like slowly moved in. It's funny because at the time, he didn't have a job. I didn't have a job. We both weren't in school. It was just kind of a rough time for like all of us. But once we got together, he ended up getting a job. I got a job at LA Fitness. That's where I got a job at LA Fitness then. We ended up both trying school. It wasn't for either one of us. It was not. I didn't even finish the semester, I'm not gonna lie. I just couldn't do it. It was way too much. Got a puppy too, got Zeus that January. January was like a big, kind of like a big month or whatever. Okay, so back to the house situation. My grandparents ended up buying the house from my mom and dad. And my grandparents, they didn't move in. They lived about 2 hours away, but they started redoing the house. They completely flipped the house from January, January, February of 2021 up until March of 2023. They were slowly redoing the house. They redid the kitchen, bathrooms, like repainted, took the popcorn ceilings off, like they did everything. Oh, my sister wasn't living with us at the time actually. She was in an apartment with her friend, but she ended up moving back in that September, I believe. September of 2021, she moved back in. And so all of 2022 is kind of like us making the house a home again. Ooh, not me getting sentimental. Anyways, because we had a couch from like Facebook Marketplace, we ended up getting rid of that because Zeus as a puppy freaking destroyed it. He was so bad. He was so bad. Got rid of the couch. We got the couch that was at my sister's apartment. We put it in there. We got a rug. We got a coffee table. We slowly just made it back into a home. Something that didn't just feel kind of like an empty home. So all of 2022, it was me, my brother, sister, Deshawn, and I. We ended up paying my grandparents' rent, but it wasn't a lot. They definitely gave us a deal. So we were paying rent, but they decided 2023 is whenever they were gonna put the house up for sale, and that's whenever we were moving out. And me and Deshawn got a 1-bedroom at this beautiful apartment complex. My sister actually lives in the same exact apartment complex. She's just on the 3rd floor, which is freaking amazing, going from living in the same house for 20 years. And I was not excited for moving. At first I was, until it got like closer to the date. I was not excited. I was sad because the home that I lived in for 20 years was just about to be gone. It's sad now, but this change has honestly been like amazing, and it was time. You know, it was time to say goodbye to that house and time for just new beginnings and new opportunities, all that. So my brother lives like 2 minutes down the road, so he's close too. So we're all still super close to each other, which is super nice. Yeah, is that it? I think that's my life story. We moved out in March, into March, but the house actually officially was gone either end of May or the beginning of June. I don't exactly remember, but that's whenever the house was officially gone and out of our hands. I drove past it, I think once or twice, because we're so close to it. I literally, like, the people had the blinds open, the people that moved in, and like my brother's old room, they turned into an office, and like they had the blinds open and they had a dog in there, and it was just so weird to see, and it's so sad. But I'm happy another family can make the memories in it, because that house was amazing. That was a house that like anybody could go, anybody knew. That house just held so many different memories. Anybody knew if they ever needed a place to stay, our house was the place to go. And yeah, you know what, I'm gonna just change the subject. That's my little history, my little life story. Just kind of made me who I am. Like, I feel like it made me grow up faster, which I don't regret anything that happened. I appreciate, because I know I wouldn't be in the place I am today if it didn't happen, you know? I've been literally wanting to start YouTube for the longest, but I just feel like I didn't have the drive for it, and I don't like to start something if I know I can't like continue it and like put my full effort into it. And so that's kind of why I haven't started YouTube yet, is because I knew that I wasn't gonna give it my all, and I don't want to start something and not give it my all. That's just not me as a person. I had to want to do it for myself, just like in the gym. Like, you have to want to do it for yourself if you're gonna be consistent. You can't have someone else like try to drag you along or something, because honestly you'll probably fall off, like just straight up. Whew. you probably won't be consistent because you don't want it for yourself bad enough. And that's me. Finally, I've hit that point. YouTube, I want it. I want to be consistent. I want to show y'all a deeper level of me. I want to take you along on all of that. So I finally hit that point. I bought a camera. I was in Houston this past weekend for for a trip with Anaka, and one of the girls I stayed with, Taylor, she said she's gonna be my first subscriber. So if you're on here, I love you for this, and I give the credit for my YouTube starting because of you. But she had a camera and she was recording for her YouTube, and she was talking and she was like, bro, like, start. Like, you have loyal followers, you have people who are engaged with your life and stuff, like, start. So I was like, okay. And she showed me what camera she had, and I bought it. I also may or may not have bought an iPad today, which I think it's gonna support me in my business. So I'm gonna take y'all with me to go pick up the iPad later today. I'm waiting for Deshaun to get home, and then we're gonna go do that, which I'm super excited for. I've been wanting an iPad because I edit everything on my phone. Every single thing that you see recorded, edited, all on here, which is a lot. It's a small little thing. So I wanted a big iPad that I can edit on, and I've been wanting one, and so I got one. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take y'all to go get an iPad with me whenever I go later. I'm about to clean the apartment for a little bit, and just a little, I just smack it right here. Like, what do I do? Okay, I'm gonna call it a day. We going to get my iPad. You want me to get your car starting? He loves his car more than he loves me. Get you a man who opens your door. I don't care if we're in 2023. Thank you. Look at the seats. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. He's been opening my door since day one. Never settle. Never settle. He still does it. Even though he's comfortable, he still does it. Never settle. So we came to my old neighbor's house to drop my stepmom food off, and I wanted to show y'all our house that we lived in. House that I lived in for 20 years. Look at her. How do I do this? There we go. There she goes. Oh my gosh, they made it so cute. Ah, I'm so sad. Okay, now we're going to get my iPad officially. Got the goodies. Fun fact, I'm gonna have to get used to recording in front of my man. I literally, to this day, if I have to do voiceovers for like TikTok or anything, I will hide in the closet like I'm doing now, so I can do a voiceover for my videos so he doesn't hear me, because I hate talking in front of him. But I'm getting used to it, and I'm hoping that's not the case. But I wanted to open my iPad in front of y'all, but he went to bed, so we're hiding out in the closet to do so. I got the iPad Pro Max. I wanted the bigger one. Go big or go home. And everything's bigger in Texas. You have to be smarter than the object, which is very hard for me sometimes. And I also got the pencil, of course. She's so pretty. I'm so excited. It's so pretty. This is huge. Like, my head's big, but this is bigger than my head. I can't wait to download like Fruit Ninja and Subway Surfers and Candy Crush. That's what I'm most excited about. Oh yeah, and to like edit on here and all that stuff too. Business investment. That's what I told myself. We're about to take him to go potty. Take him for a little walk, and then we're gonna come back in here, clean up the house, take a shower, and then just chill for the night. Zeus, come here. Sit. You can go buy it. Do you want to go outside?
Let's go.
Dang, bro.
That's perfect form right there.
Literally could eat 6 things of pizza, donuts every single day, and he's still
I ain't never seen my back like.
he's still gonna look like this.
What the fuck? What they be doing? How they be doing now?
Try to do a last spread. Ew, no. No, your shoulders shouldn't be rolled forward, they should be rolled backwards.
I have some creatine today. I don't think I did.
I didn't either.
Shout out to the sponsor. One Soul.
Deshaun loves him somewhat, so. Good, Emerson.
I'm gonna burn myself.
The blue raspberry PCAs go crazy. They're so good. I keep hearing my phone go off, but I don't know where it is. First YouTube video has been fun, but we're wrapping it up. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Emerson Lorbach on TikTok, at Emerson.Lorbach on Instagram. Follow my man on Instagram too. What is it?
Deshaun Kincaid.
Deshaun Kincaid.
The YouTube, the IG, and TikTok, and Threads too. Get me right, please.
Not on the
Shit.
threads.
Threads too. Get me right.
Like and subscribe for more.